Sometimes the people closest to us show us a side of life we never expected to see. You trust someone. You care about them. You believe that what's yours is safe with them. And then one day, you find out he used your credit card without you even knowing. At first, it feels like betrayal, confusion, maybe even anger. But here's something most people don't talk about. Moments like this don't just reveal someone else's character. They reveal something powerful about yours. Because if this happened to you, chances are you're someone who naturally trusts, someone who believes in giving people the benefit of the doubt, someone who values connection over suspicion. And psychology actually shows that these qualities, while sometimes misunderstood as weakness, are often signs of emotional intelligence and strong empathy. So if you've ever experienced something like this, here are a few psychological insights that might help you see the situation differently, and maybe even see your own strength more clearly. Number 1. You tend to trust people deeply. Psychology shows that people who form deep emotional bonds often operate from a place of trust rather than constant suspicion. You don't walk into relationships expecting someone to misuse your kindness. You assume honesty because that's how you live your own life. For example, maybe you shared financial access because you believed relationships should feel safe and supportive. To some people, that might look naive. But research in social psychology suggests that high-trust individuals actually build stronger and more meaningful relationships over time. Trust is not stupidity. Trust is emotional openness. The problem isn't that you trusted. The problem is that someone else chose to misuse that trust. And that says far more about them than it does about you. Number 2. You value harmony more than control. Research indicates that people with higher empathy often prioritize peace and cooperation in relationships instead of constantly monitoring or controlling situations. You probably didn't feel the need to check every purchase, question every action, or guard every detail of your life. Not because you were careless, but because you believed relationships should feel natural, not like an investigation. Imagine someone who constantly checks their partner's spending, messages, and movements. Yes, they might avoid some surprises, but they also live in a constant state of suspicion. You chose a different path. You chose emotional freedom. And that choice reflects emotional maturity. Number 3. You tend to see the good in people. Psychology research on optimistic personality traits shows that some individuals naturally focus on people's positive intentions. You probably believed he would respect your boundaries, that he would treat your trust with care. Seeing the good in others is often labeled as being too nice. But in reality, it's connected to something psychologists call prosocial thinking, the ability to assume positive motives in social situations. This mindset helps people build supportive friendships, stronger communities, and healthier emotional connections. Yes, sometimes it means someone disappoints you. But it also means you're someone capable of genuine connection, something many people struggle to experience. Number 4. You learn and grow instead of becoming bitter. One of the most powerful psychological traits is resilience. Research shows that emotionally intelligent people don't just react to difficult experiences, they reflect on them. Instead of thinking, "I'll never trust anyone again," you start asking deeper questions. What boundaries should I set next time? What did this experience teach me? How can I protect myself while still staying true to who I am? That shift from blame to growth is the difference between emotional pain and emotional strength. And not everyone can do it. Number 5. Your boundaries become stronger after betrayal. Ironically, moments like discovering someone used your credit card without permission often lead to healthier boundaries. Psychologists explain that personal boundaries aren't something we're born knowing. We learn them through experience. Maybe now you understand the importance of financial privacy. Maybe you realize that trust should be paired with accountability. But here's the important part. You didn't lose your kindness. You didn't lose your empathy. You simply learned where the lines should be drawn. And that's not weakness. That's wisdom. Because healthy people don't stop caring after being hurt. They just become more intentional about who they trust. At the end of the day, someone using your credit card without permission says a lot about their choices. But it doesn't define your worth, your intelligence, or your ability to trust again. You are not foolish for believing in someone. You are human. And the ability to trust, to care, to give people the benefit of the doubt is something the world actually needs more of. The real strength is learning from the experience without letting it harden your heart. So if this story felt familiar to you, take a moment to reflect. Not on what someone else did wrong, but on the kind of person you continue to be despite it. because that says everything. And if you enjoy exploring the deeper psychology behind everyday experiences and personality traits, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. There's always more to discover about how your mind works, and why your strengths might be stronger than you think.